everybody. Doing another video. It's been a while. This video I'm going to talk about a little bit about mediumship, connecting to spirits, seeing spirits, what that can look like, and run through a technique about how to connect with spirit, so that you can have your own experiences. So first of all, I want to say that when we have experiences where we see spirits, there are several ways that you can see spirits. Seeing spirits, you can see it actually in front of you, like, oh look, there's someone over there. That can happen. James Van Praagh does say that it's very rare, but I've had significant experiences with that, and I know other people have that experience, so I really don't know how rare that is, but it's more common to see in your mind's eye and get that information coming in through your mind's eye, so your third eye, clairvoyance, through clairvoyance, coming in and seeing it. And usually for me, it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's sort of like a movie. You're seeing it kind of in the back of your head, but it kind of takes your head, I don't know, takes up the space in your head. It's really hard to explain, but anyway. So one is in your head, one is outside, so subjective, objective. So yeah, and we all get information in very different ways, psychic information. So it can happen differently for people, but that's usually how seeing through clairvoyance what happens, how it comes in, or just seeing it from outside of yourself. And usually when you start seeing, especially in your mind's eye, what happens is you start getting information coming in at the same time that you are seeing it. So a definite connection is made that is not just seeing. It's a pretty cool process. Anyway, so I just wanted to give that information, and I'm going to share a couple of experiences where I had both things happen. So one experience that I had when I first moved here, I was with a new client. This is when I was still doing hair. I was doing her hair color. We were doing a full highlight and cut and a blow dry, so that takes a lot of time. The client's there for a couple hours at least, and anyway, and when you're doing hair, people tell you their stories. They really share their life with you. That's the really wonderful part about doing hair, is that you really get to know people. So this woman had a child who died in childbirth, so she never got to see her baby alive. And she almost died in that experience too, so it was a very traumatic, painful experience. And every time she started talking about it, I would see her son show up over here, like right over here, but I could see him fully, and he wasn't this baby. He wasn't a tiny baby, how she remembered him. And I never said anything, and about the third time she brought it up, and he popped in every time she started talking about him. It's like back again. So about the third time she started talking about him again, he showed up again, and I was almost done doing her hair, so I finally thought, okay, I have to say something. I have to tell her what I am seeing. So I said, I don't know, you don't know this about me, but I have had a lot of training in mediumship and psychic work. And every time you talk about your son, he shows up. And he does have a message for you. And I said, first of all, the biggest message is he doesn't want you to be so sad. And of course, that is such a huge wound that is going to be hard to heal from, and of course take quite a bit of time. But that was the message. He doesn't want you to be so sad, and he wants you to heal. And then the other part of the message was, he knows that you see him as this tiny baby, but he wants you to know who he truly is. And what I'm seeing is him as this beautiful, magnificent being that is kind of oval orb, an oval orb that is absolutely magnificent, and these lights are shimmering all around him in streams on the outside part of it, and in the center is this beautiful being. And you can tell it's a male, but it's really hard to see the face because there's so much light coming off of him. And what I feel from him was that there's so much love and so much power, and how magnificent his, like, being this spirit is. And that's who we are. And he wanted her to know that that's who he really is. And that even though she remembers this tiny baby that she lost, that who he really is this empowered, magnificent, beautiful being. And that was the crux of the message. We both cried. We cried because it was just so beautiful and healing and sad and all those things all together. Yeah, and so after that I started looking for my tribe of people so I can continue, just make that connection with people so that you feel stronger in what the kind of work that you're doing. Yeah, and then another time in a very similar experience, I was at a spiritualist church. Again, if you want to learn how to do this, it's great to connect with the spiritualist church. They have the best training for this kind of stuff, for mediumship, psychic development. That's what they specialize in, is mediumship, really. But anyway, so I was at the spiritualist church, and it was a message night. And I was sitting up front because I was going to give a few messages, but with the audience, and someone was giving messages. And the girl who was sitting next to me, while I was there, I could feel the loss of her child. And so when it was my turn to get up and give messages, I gave her the message, and it was very, very similar that she had lost, I can't remember now if it was a son or a daughter, in infancy. I think it was from SIDS. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Anyway, but it was the same type of message, so similar, of this sense of love from the child to the mother, like this beautiful sense of love, and this child wanting the mother to heal, to find a place of healing within herself so that she's not so sad, so she doesn't carry that burden. And also, the same thing, what I could see was this magnificent spirit who the child really was, not the child that she remembers. And to know also that he's not just the baby that she lost, but also a magnificent being who is not wounded and wants you to heal. So just another experience that was so similar. It was probably a couple years later after that. Anyway, just wanted to share that. So both of those experiences I saw in my mind's eye, back here, in my head. Anyway, and another really cool experience that I had, this is back in New York again, and I had so many cool experiences in New York, training, what is it called, the Holistic Studies Institute with Stephen Robinson, if you want to check him out. He's still there teaching, New York City. Anyway, so I drew a picture of these spirit beings that I saw. So we were meditating one night, and it was a long meditation. I think it was like we were in the advanced level class, and we did a lot of meditation. So we meditate with the lights out, all the lights out, in the dark, sitting in a big circle, and there was probably about 35 people. And at some point, And I kind of open my eyes, close them, and just see what was in the room, see what kind of things I would see as I'm doing that. So what happened was, as I had opened my eyes in this state of meditation, I opened my eyes and I saw this level literally open up. It was off in the other side of the room. I literally saw this level open up and beings walk out. There were 5 beings. They were oval-shaped orbs, and they were about 10 to 12 feet tall. And they walk over, I'm watching them. I am watching them, and they walk over to this guy. One of them stands in front of him, one of them is behind him. And they take him and he completely disappears. And I'm serious, he completely disappears. Excuse me. And, okay, and not only did he disappear, the cherry was sitting and moved back about 2 feet. That freaked me out. That totally freaked me out. And it scared me a little. Because I mean, and I think, so at this point, I believe that I was seeing on an astral plane, and I was seeing astrally what was happening. Now, I don't think that he really disappeared. I think his body was there, but I think they popped him out of his body and they took off. Okay, the most interesting part of this story is that, maybe not, I don't remember anything after that. All I remember is at the end of the class, I was telling my teacher, Stephen, about this experience and what I saw. So what does that mean? That I don't remember anything after that? That maybe they came and took me to? I have no idea. I can't say. There's a good chance. I'm trying to do some work around remembering that experience. But this is, okay, so I'm starting to paint some of the things that I've seen. And okay, so this is my piece of art of what these beings look like. Now, my piece of paper isn't that tall, so they have this light coming down, all the way down and around. They were transparent, except for the light that I was seeing, and there was light in the center moving around, and anyway, and it was kind of a gold and silver, and that's why I did this in gold and silver, and also that it was in a darkened room, so I did this on a black background so you can see. Anyway, 10 to 12 feet tall, transparent. This is all I could see. Now, I think they were, my feeling is they were interdimensional beings who came in. They're going to be doing some work on this guy and perhaps me, don't know. But that they were there to do some work, and I'm sure they knew that I could see them. They had to have known that I could see them. And also, I think when you're an interdimensional being, what you can do is you can turn your lights down. They turn their aura down so that they can actually enter a dark room and not blast us out with light. Now, and again, I don't think anyone else saw this but me, but I was too afraid to say anything. And after that, and I never asked the guy what he experienced. I think it just scared me and made me too nervous. Anyway, yeah, so what do you think? And also, I would love to hear if anybody has ever seen beings that look like this. Let's just do a little close-up here. 10 to 12 feet tall, and as they entered the room, I mean, they glided along like this, smooth, like, and they were very directed over to this guy and went straight up to him. And there were 5 of them. Anyway, I would love to hear if you have seen anything like this, if you've ever seen beings that look like this, that size, please let me know. I want to hear about it, because that is, I think it's pretty extraordinary. Anyway, that's it. My little drawing. I'm going to be doing some more drawings, paintings, whatever you want to call All right, so I would like to get into, let's talk about how you can actually connect with spirit. And this is a wonderful technique that we do in class that makes it easier to actually connect with spirit. And first of all, when you want to connect with spirit, you have to drop all preconceived notions or the desired, you can't try. You cannot try. Trying will get in the way and stop it. You just have to be present. And so this is an exercise about being present, letting go, and letting go of what you think you're going to see or not going to see, whether you can do it, whether you think you can't do it. You just be open and present is really the easiest. If you can do that, it can happen. These spirits can come in and talk to you. So, and you do have to have an intention if that's what you want to do. So first of all, this is what I usually do is, so in class, so I have everyone close their eyes. Close their eyes, and sometimes we do breath work first because it helps clear out anxiety and kind of puts you into a calm state. And so what you do is you close your eyes and take a deep breath. And take another deep breath. Breathing in and out, easily and quietly, just breathing and noticing your breath. And then what I want you to do is actually project your energy behind you. I want you to feel the energy behind you. Feel the room behind you. What's behind you? Just feel that, projecting your energy behind you. So what you're doing is opening your field as you do that. And then, after you feel that opening and just feeling it, feel on your left side, feel the room on your left side, just projecting your energy out there, feeling the left side in the room. Just feel that, what's there. Opening your energy field. And now, I want you to feel on the right side, just opening your energy field to the right side of the room. What is around you? Just feel it. And I'm really doing this as I talk about it. Okay, and now I want you to feel in the front of you. What is in the front of you? Feel energetically the room in front of you. So all around you, and then take a moment and feel the energy all around you. The front, the sides, the behind you. Feel that energy. And then feel below you. Feel below your feet. What does it feel like there? Down there, connecting into the earth. To Gaia. Just feel that energy rising up through you, and then connect above you, connecting above you. And then after you do that, ask Spirit to come in. Just say, asking Spirit to come in. Now Spirit, that's, what is Spirit? Spirit, some people think of Spirit as source. The spiritualists use the word spirit a lot, but really it's source. It's source itself. It's the divine. It's God. It's goddess. It's whatever word you use for that. So asking source, the divine, to come in, because you open that space for yourself, bringing this, and ask to feel that energy coming down through you, connecting with source itself, and feel the energy going all the way down through you, all the way down. And then connect into your heart. Connect into your heart. And then you can ask a loved one to come and visit you. Asking a loved one to come in and visit you. And so it's great when you start doing this. So ask someone you know to come visit you and say, whoever it is. So I saw my brother in spirit the other day in Canyonlands, which is his favorite place. He came to visit. I saw him standing on a rock. So I would say, Marlon, can you come please visit me and have a conversation? And I'm doing that in my head, asking to come in. And then what you do is check in with your heart. How does your heart feel? Because we get really mental about things. We get super mental about things. So if you can let go of all the thoughts go into your heart and feel, because usually the first thing when spirit pops in, sometimes it's images, but a lot of times it's your heart. You feel in your heart when they come in, because you can feel that sense of love from them as they come in and speak to you. So just allow that to come in. And then you can have a conversation. Now you can do this with friends, with relatives. Start with just someone that you know. You can do it for a friend. Do the exact same procedure and ask them. The easiest way is to start with someone that you know. Just for practice. It's for practice. But then you can start asking for other people that you don't know and start doing it and just see what happens. It can be a really, really beautiful experience to connect with spirit and to feel that essence of those beings coming in, which is usually so much love. It is so much love that they bring, because they want us to heal. They really do. They want us to get on with our lives and to heal and to have a great experience here on earth. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Please try that technique, connecting with spirit. Let me know how you do. And again, hey, if you have ever seen anything that looks like this, any spirit beings that look like this in whatever circumstance, please, please, please let me know, because I would love to hear other people's experiences seeing beings like this. That would be quite interesting. Anyway, have a great day. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe. That's it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.